Hello viewers of my channel. I'm going to be doing Transformer figure reviews now, and I'm going to do them in order of my personal opinion of worst to best. It'll be per video, except for this one. This one I'm going to group a bunch of them in, unless the other ones are very similar to each other. So, a lot of people say that the worst Transformers are the ones that don't transform. I kind of disagree. I kind of agree. It depends on the scale, mostly. But I think for this first one, I'm just going to start with a few of these little dudes. So, the first one of these that I picked up, I believe, was this one. This is the Metal Figs line. I got this from Five Below. This was my first G1 looking character that I got. Just recently got into this because they're a friend of mine, and this dude's actually not that bad for like $5. They have a bunch of other characters. I think they just have Optimus, Bumblebee, and maybe Starscream or Grimlock. I'm not really sure. Obviously Metal Figs, they make metal figures. I've seen a lot of IPs under these guys' boots, like, they do pony figures, they do Disney figures, they do like Star Wars, they do all kinds of stuff, they do bigger scale, but this little Megatron is obviously G1 inspired. He's very short, nothing on him really moves, he's got a decent funk to him, but honestly for $5 I think he's a pretty good little GB5 version of the G1 Megatron. It's probably one of the least ugly non-transformer Transformers I have on this little table here. Now I'm not 100% sure this is all of them, these are the ones I could just have close to me right now, so that's what we're going with. So yeah, this guy I like quite a bit. He's funny looking. And then this guy is a random like little stiff figure I got from a toy store for about $2. I also got the Soundwave with him, which I think is a kind of better than the Megatron, just a little bit more detailed. I believe these are both from the same line. They both feel like they're made out of the same material. Megatron has the redness in his legs, which I'm not really sure. That's more of a thing on the arms than the legs, so it's kind of a weird choice. But it's a little tiny dude. What does it say here? 2019. These are like little cheap figures you get at like Dollar Tree or Dollar General or whatever. Not much to say. I guess they're good if you're on a budget. I like the Soundwave a little bit more. He doesn't have that weird leg issue. And the eyes are really tiny, but I like the blaster cannon on there. The Decepticon logo looks a little bit bigger and more visible on the Soundwave. It's a little bit more faded on there. But yeah, I definitely like the Soundwave a little bit better. Just makes a cool little hanging out buddy. But these aren't bad, especially if I got both of them for about $4. So the next one we're gonna move on to is this little dude. I don't know what this dude is. I guess it has like the red, like on the other one I just showed, so it leads me to believe that they're made by the same company. Actually, no, this one's from 2005. This is the happiest Megatron I own currently. Very happy dude. It looks like he's just part of those weird early 2000s, like really deformed looking figures. This one gets bonus points in the better tier because he can actually move his arms. Can't move his head, but he can move his arms, so that gets him a little bit more of an advantage over the other ones. He's a bit more posable. I definitely like this dude quite a bit. I love his goofy off face, his big old toes. This one's not bad. And we got this guy right here. This is a Hot Wheels. This was the first Optimus anything related I picked up. This was like $8 at a toy store. Apparently these like are somewhat difficult to find. Not in my area. In my area, I've seen a lot of them at multiple different stores for the retail price. I guess distribution on this guy might be a bit quirky. But yeah, this is a Optimus with his trailer, the magic trailer. honestly, since I got this first, I kind of spoiled by the way the trailer works in here. It's just fully attached. You can't remove it. The more expensive Optimus Primes I have now, the trailers in them kind of suck. So I honestly think this is the definitive trailer experience, which probably sounds insane to some people, but I like it. This is more accurate to the G1 toy line than in the cartoon. We'll get to the cartoon accurate trailers when we get to the Optimi. Let's call them Optimi. Obviously it doesn't open or anything. It's just like $8. It's just not going to be that great, but I really do like the detailing on here. It's a nice smooth surface and definitely some die cast underneath of here. Very die cast the total vehicle, as like most Hot Wheels are. The detailing up front is simple. There's no sign of like a matrix or anything in there. The Autobot logo. None of these smokestacks or anything turn at all. It's very, very stiff. But the trailer is definitely the highlight here. It does have a little bit of support back here, but it's not much to it. It rolls probably the best out of any of the Transformers I have right now. So yeah, he's pretty high up there. And then this guy is, I had the box, I just threw it out lately. I need room. He's just taking up a lot of room. This is like a puzzle figure. You get a bunch of figures from the same set, and you kind of slide them into pieces to reenact the battle, which I think is really cool. And yes, he is just high up here. I like the accuracy. He's a little lankier here than he would be in G1. He's kind of skinny boy. But I just like the effect coming out of the cannon and the little explosion on the ground, which I'm sure is fired by another character that snaps into here. The Decepticon logo's pretty good, well printed on here. The face is kind of cheap. He looks kind of not really happy to be firing a gun. It's kind of a downside, but he's pretty simplistic. I like him. I do want to try to get the other pieces, just so I can at least have one battle set going on. But this is the only one I guess that's kind of more he's definitely the most interactable out of everybody on this table. This is the Yellow Park Soundwave. I actually got this for like $6 off TikTok shop of all places. They had a code you can get like 12 bucks off. So I got this guy for like $6. This was my first Soundwave. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I still have the box. I actually use this as my spare parts or weapon storage instead of wasting on a room in the trailer that I own. So I just kind of use this. I really like the direct G1 style Soundwave on the box here. The box is pretty accurate to the 80s packaging. As you can see, the other ones you can get on the back. I kind of want to get the Megatron one. For the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna disassemble him, but basically build him like a Lego guy. The posability on this dude is kind of lame. You don't get very much. The legs are very stiff and kind of inaccurate to like a real Soundwave's leg. Like, can't really pull over. Just casually bring this dude out. Hold on. I mean, it's a $6 toy. What do you expect? But foot comparison, obviously there's metal, silver, and die cast, and this is just a white plastic. But I will say that the Soundwave is fairly accurate. I'm gonna transform this one real quick here. I'm gonna get a camera stand in one of those recording boxes I keep seeing people do, but just for scale, since this is kind of the biggest one I have right now for scale. What's actually me on Discord? But he has his blaster. I'm not sure if this one came with a cannon blaster. I think he did. I think it's just inside that box. But he's pretty accurate. The biggest part is the blue. It's very contrasting with the Decepticon logo. Obviously here it's more clear because you can put cassettes in there. But honestly, he's not that bad. He's kind of he's definitely what you pay for. In my case, $6. I can't really be mad. You can sit down which is good with his big old stompers. And yeah, he's just not a bad figure. I'll be talking more about this guy in another video, but spoiler alert, I like him and the other one over there. So yeah, out of all these ones on the table, I definitely like this guy the most because he's, the most like an action figure. Because he's an action figure. This guy, the trailer, and then the cheap boys. So yeah, thanks for watching my first Transformers anything review, and we'll definitely be going up from here.